All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great what's it, Saturday? I lose track of days. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday, man. Like I said earlier, hope everybody's getting some of that personal time with the family and the loved ones. Like always, man, continue to hit me up on Instagram like you guys are doing. I really appreciate it. If you want to have that conversation, I can get to it in the comments below. If you want my personal opinion on something outside of the comments, feel free, man. Also, if you like the merch a little bit here, click the link down below and check some out. Let me know if you like it or what you think about design, man. So also, if you like the content, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, show your boy some love. I appreciate that too, man. All right, so let's get into it, man. The Houston Rockets versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay. Well, we know that the Houston Rockets is without Russell Westbrook. But that haven't been a problem so far in this series for them. But today was a little different. They ended up losing this game, and coming out the gate, you expected this series to be competitive. I know I did. I expected a very competitive series from both the Houston Rockets as well as the Oklahoma City Thunder because of the history there. I spoke on a little bit before. The Houston Rockets getting rid of Chris Paul and to get Russell Westbrook and the dynamic between Paul and Harden was almost looked like at one point it was strong enough to take down the Golden State Warriors until Chris Paul got hurt. But when that ended up not being the case, it just seemed like they never got back on the same page, you know what I'm saying? And so there's a little I won't say feud, but a little history. We'll say a little history between the two teams. And of course, Chris Paul seemed like he got dumped into a situation that, wasn't favorable for him. He's at a point in his career where he want to contend for a title and the Oklahoma City just aren't there yet. But kudos to Chris Paul and this whole Oklahoma City Thunder. Rather than hang their heads, they came back. Now, I will say, overall, it was just a good game, man, too. Oklahoma refusing to go down. It's just sort of what this boiled down to. It was like watching a kind of reminisce to a heavyweight bout when two teams that, it was no shortage from the Rockets in their play, and there wasn't no shortage from Oklahoma City kept coming back. It was just a good game. Oklahoma, I think, was in desperation mode. They understand you don't want to go down 3-0. Once you go down 3-0, for 99% chance, the writing's on the wall after that. Like, you go down 3-0, I don't think you're going to come back and get that series there. But and they knew that. And they played that way, led by Chris Paul, but he wasn't the only one. Gallinari had a great game. What's the guy named? Gilchrist, I think that's his name. Gilchrist Alexander had a good game. Quite a few. And it was just a collective effort all around for both teams. And Oklahoma City, they now feel like they in the series. They feel like, wait, we can get a win. I always say this about underdog team. Once they get that one win to validate that they belong, then it could really go somewhere, man. The Houston Rockets, but James Harden still had 38, 39 points. It was just a good game. Like, there's no one to really criticize in this game. I thought it was just a good overall game. Two teams, with history battling out. Now again, but we gotta admit, the Rockets are not full strength. I don't know what Russell Westbrook. I don't know what his status will be going forward, if he'll be back the next game or not. But he definitely wasn't. He wasn't there, and it could affect him. But overall, man, it was a good game. Overall, my opinion on this do not change. I still think the Rockets will win this series. But I think Oklahoma City got some motivation now. They got some belief now, and a team with belief is a very dangerous team, man. Overall, I just think that this sort of if you're a fan of basketball, there's certain storylines you follow there's certain teams or certain matchups you just think interesting. Now, this matchup to a lot of people ain't a blockbuster matchup. It's not something you're gonna write home about. But if you're a basketball fan, you understand the dynamics of what's going on between the two teams, the history between the two teams. So you want to see. And let's be honest, in the beginning, it looked like, okay, Houston gonna run away with this one. Okay, round two. But Oklahoma stepped up. It was they took the challenge, being down 0-2. And came out and played with I'm gonna say a sense of desperation, because it was even points in this game where I was like, okay, there we go, the Rockets got it. But then you just looked like, first of all, you got to give credit to a team that constantly battles back, right? Like when someone said when the clock says you're down, the scoreboard says you're down, you can easily roll over, and I'm a fan of that type of stuff. I'm a fan of team effort. I'm a fan of people that play hard. Everybody don't play hard. Some people are great. That don't mean they play hard. Like Oklahoma City Thunder today played hard. But the Rockets as a team play hard because of their unorthodox style of playing. They have to play a little harder. I think more aggressive. Then you add a Russell Westbrook to that, and then, you know what I'm saying? I think he probably walked his car hard. Like, listen, when it comes to Westbrook, man, I'm a fan because I'm a fan of that guy's mental. He go a little too far sometimes, but for the most part, I'm a fan of the way that he just, it's like non-stop attacking. So I'm not sure if he'll be back in game 4, but they style of play force it. But I just, this is not what video where I really want to critique. I just thought it was two teams playing their heart out. One team was just pure desperate, like they understand they couldn't go down, and for them to fight to get it back to overtime, I was amazed. I was like, cool, that's what's up. That's what you want in these playoffs. When you start to see, it was sort of like when Orlando won against the Bucks, you were like, yes, not because you rooted for Orlando so hard, but you like, don't go down just because someone said you're not supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Because someone says you're the 8th seed or you're the lesser team. Don't just lay down for these teams. And when you're seeing that, that's what I think is making these playoffs so good. You know what I'm saying? Especially that they're in Orlando and they're not in, at home arenas. It's like, it's just out there, really no fans. They got an artificial fan noise, but it's really not really fans. It's just, people just mano a mano, may the best team win. And we're going to give you everything we got on every single play, man. So I just want to say I thought it was a great game. I love watching competitive games like that. My stance don't change. Houston still got this. I just think Houston ultimately is the better team. But kudos to the Oklahoma City Thunder for the win. And I think that, this confidence building going to give them something to build on now and for the future. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, you guys be amazing, man.